Get my Deluxo sent home. Oh, way far over there. Anyway, I was talking about my crop dusting escapades. I had made this chemical because they had rodents and moths on their fields. I figured, oh, I'll kill them both at the same time. So I fill up my tanks with this new concoction I had made and proceed to go fly, just like I'm doing right now, over the area where I'm going to spray because, you know, hey, they're paying good money. And so, and I let them know what time I'm going to be down there, you know, let them know that they have to be in their house, bring the animals in and stuff like that. So I sprayed the field, and I sprayed like areas around the house, I guess maybe around 100, 150 feet around the exterior of the house, along the perimeter. And I went home, you know, parked my plane. It was the only one job I had to do. And then around midnight, I got a phone call. They're like, oh Mike, you gotta come here real quick. And I'm like, dude, it's like 12 o'clock in the evening and shit, or 2 o'clock in the morning, or it was one of them numbers that's pretty late, early late. So he's like, no, you gotta come, your crop dusting just fucked my farm up, you know? So I'm like, oh shit. So I asked one of my wives, I had 8 wives then. I asked one of my wives to go get the car out the garage, asked my other wife to make me something to eat, and asked my other wife to iron me some clothing, and asked my other wife to go ahead and call up the guy and call him an asshole. But anyway, I had him take care of shit. So I went to the guy's farm, and there was this fucking beanstalk in the middle of the damn field, reaching up to the clouds. Oh, that was a fake one. What a ripoff. Reaching up to the clouds, so I said, dude, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a large asparagus. And he's like, but I didn't fucking plant asparagus. So I says, all right, I'll just go to the top of this shit and find out what to the top and cut it down, you know. And so I put on my climbing gear and proceed to climb to the top of this damn large asparagus pole. And when I get to the clouds, you know, I'm like, damn, this shit is up there. So I pass the clouds, you know, and I'm still traveling like, I don't know, I'm glad I brought me some of them little handy snack bars because I'd have starved to death. I had to shave 2 times while I was climbing, but anyway. And I get to the final top, you know, and it does look like an asparagus on the top, except it had a kind of a flower, kind of a weird looking flower on the top of it. And so I, you know, take out my X-Acto knife and I start cutting, and all of a sudden I start hearing these footsteps, like boom, bang, boom. Well, not footsteps, they were like big old pounding giant steps, you know, bang, bang, bang. And yes, it was a giant, and he's like, what the fuck you doing cutting my asparagus? And I'm like telling him, what the fuck you doing growing asparagus on my planet? And so we had a big old fight and shit, you know, I fucking cut him and shit, he punched me and I punched him back and shit, and you know, I had him on the ground for a little while, big ass, giant ass fool. And he finally gave up, you know, I mean, I can't help it, I'm macho that way, I'll beat his dad. So, anyway, so we talk about the golden goose and all that shit, you know, have fun, and I steal this golden goose and I come back downstairs and to planet Earth where this guy, him and Jethro, his son's name's Jethro, by the way. Him and Jethro were waiting for me down there, and they're like, what's that in your hand? And I said, oh, it's just nothing, because, you know, it was the goose that laid the golden eggs, and I wasn't sharing that shit. So, oh, nothing, you know, so I told him, I said, don't worry about the asparagus thing, it'll go away soon, because me and the giant had a deal going where he makes asparagus soup right away, so the asparagus will be gone pretty soon. But, so anyway, yeah, goose, asparagus, giant, hillbilly. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Ooh, puff of smoke up in the wind there. Probably a fake. Ooh, 2 puffs. I could see the other one there at 1 o'clock. Look at that cloud bank. That is serious. Anyway, you know what I did? I ended up making a bunch of gold coins with the goose that lays the golden eggs. You know, I had like, every time she laid an egg, I'd run it through the egg slicer and make coins, you know. So every now and then I'd have like a couple of dimes, a few nickels, and a few quarters. She'd lay about $80 an hour. You know what I'm screaming? I bought a yacht. It's right over there, see? I bought a yacht. I bought a tank. I bought a revolter. I bought a bunch of stuff with all of the money I made with my golden goose. I'm broke now because Thanksgiving, well, I called my father-in-law over and I said, hey, why don't you just go ahead and get us a turkey from the store? And he's like, yeah, I get a turkey from the store. He was blind and shit. So he goes in the fucking garage, grabs the goose with the golden eggs and shit, and first he tries to milk it because, like I said, he can't see. First he tries to milk it, then he goes, this ain't no damn cow, it's a damn turkey. And so he pulled all the feathers off and cooked it. And after I beat the shit out of him, we had a nice Thanksgiving. It was really nice. Nice little family outing. Alright, Rockstar, I was being nice to you because I didn't deny any shipments, so I'm getting all of my planes now. Although they did sneak in a new route on my bunker. I've never done that route before in my life, ever. I've done 2 years worth of bunker work, and I've never done that last route that I just finished. They had twists and turns, trying to get a Mack truck through some of them alleyways that, oh, it was freaking unreal. It's get the wheels down. Yeah, I need my wheels down for such an emergency. If I hit, it doesn't slow me down. Yeah, I'll be at 5 mil when this is done. Then I'll be happy, black and nappy. Ain't too proud to beg. Only my mama loves me, but she could be driving too. Please give a warm welcome to Mike MEGAPOPZ, the meth salesman. I always look in the room to see if anybody's in there because you know what, they'd be like, hey, I'm gonna go sell something. What in the fuck is that guy talking about? This ain't the type of conversations you have when other people are in the room. They go, that guy crazy, man. I ain't gonna mess with him. Alright, one more plane to go and I can go take me a rest. Yeah, I got the night shift at Lockheed tonight. Kind of a tough job. I got 400 planes to take care of and 200 employees and even a couple of gremlins I'm responsible for. Yeah, my job is tough, but somebody's got to do it. So after this next delivery, I'm done for a minute. Oh, look how that plane just pops up. Boing. I found out that if you land this plane on the ground or if it's not in water and you get out, it blows up. I always wondered, why does the freaking plane blow up? And it's because it's not supposed to be on land. Go ahead, try it. Land that sucker right next to another plane and see if the shit don't blow up. I got my last plane, I'm making money. I got my last plane, giggity. Alright, let's see if you're gonna give me the same route. What do we got? Good, nobody in there, one there, one there. Oh, you're there. You're the kind of a weird one. I kind of miss you sometimes. Come on. You got 7 more minutes left. Oh, man. You know, I live in a senior place. Everybody in here is 55 and above. Oh yeah, I'm above 55. And they keep wanting me to go eat, you know, go out and eat with them. Like, hey, come on, we're going to, you know, to lunch over at Benny Ha-Ha's or whatever. Why don't you come? And I'm like, no, no thanks. I don't like to eat out at restaurants. And you're like, why? This place is really good. And it's just, no, because I used to work at a restaurant and spit in the food. And I know karma's looking for me, so I don't want to go and eat out anymore. Yeah, I probably was at your restaurant you went to. Alright, 6 more minutes, man. I thought I heard an Akula Matata behind me. I was kind of scared there. Yeah, we're gonna get this done. Akula Matata. You know, I used to smuggle people across the border. It was good money. You made like around $10,000 a head. And the more you could smuggle across the border, the more money you got. So I figured, you know, I'm going to try to get 100 people across because, you know, that's like 100 times 10,000 is a lot of money. So I rented this Volkswagen bus, you know, and painted all these flowers on the side and put a bunch of LSD inside of my carburetor. And so when I went by the checkpoint, you know, it was like puffing smoke, and they were like, sir, can you have anything to claim? And I says, well, yeah, I got a fucking headache. I'm kind of nervous as shit, and I'm afraid I'm gonna get busted. And he's like, oh, okay, then just hang on a minute. So he takes my, is it foggy out here? So he takes my ID card, and I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna bust me, man. I'm gonna get in trouble with him and mother fletcher. But you know, I'm puffing out 200 gallons of LSD out of my exhaust pipe. Oh, I can't even see. So I ain't got nothing to worry about, you know. So when he comes back in, he says, you know, I like all the colors, you know, it looks really nice. That's really, you know, he's complimenting me and shit. And all of a sudden, one of the guys in the back starts sneezing and coughing because, you know, there was LSD coming out the damn tailpipe. And the guy goes, what's that noise? And I says, it ain't nothing but a damn pink elephant. And he goes, yeah, it's always happening, pink elephants. Yeah, so he let me go. Made a lot of money that day. We got all 100 people delivered. Oops, almost cut down, but boom. We got all 100 people delivered across the border without a problem.